All right, yeehaw.
Isn't that how Grim Green starts his videos?
Thought it sounded familiar. What's going on there, YouTube? Vaping with hazy vapors has returned.
That's Twisted 420's intro.
Oh, right. What's up, Vapestas?
Ugh, that's Indoor Smokers.
Up. Hey, this is vaping, and it's easy peasy. What a sleazy.
Rip Trippers.
Hello, my lovely vapies.
No.
What's up, peeps? Let me hit this shit.
Nope.
Hey, what's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land?
No.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my laboratory where vaping is the #1 priority.
That's not even a vaping channel.
Hey guys, Sophie here.
What? Really?
Alright, I quit. I don't need an intro. Guys, welcome to Hazy Vapors. I am Hayes, and thank you for joining me. This is just my intro video. There's a couple reasons why I wanted to start a YouTube channel. One is there's no real big Canadian vaping channels. There's a couple out there, but most of the channels that you see, Rip Trippers, Grim Green, Vaping with Twisted 420, Indoor Smokers, these guys are American. So when it comes to prices, where to get things, products they review, stuff they talk about, doesn't really help us here in Canada because, I mean, the prices are different and it's hard to find some of these products around here. I really want to give real, honest opinions about products that I try and things that I personally like or don't like. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I don't want to piss anybody off, but at the same time, you got to know what's good and what's not. I also really just wanted to have fun with the vaping community. I mean, everybody that I've met so far has been really nice and just, it's such a cool group of people, and I'm proud to be a part of that now. I'm not going to be a very technical channel. I don't want to be doing the in-close views, the uppy-closey times, all that sort of stuff. I mean, I just want to go over the product quickly and we'll go from there. Alright, also one of the biggest things to me is helping new vapors. I mean, I love when I'm driving down the street, I look over, see a big cloud, look, and the guy's got a mod in his hand. I love seeing that, you know, there's absolutely no reason with all this technology that's come with vaping for people to still be smoking. I mean, it's just stupid. Alright, so I was a smoker for 17 years. Started when I was about 13. I was actually buying packs when I turned 15, and from then on, it just went downhill from there. I smoked about a half a pack a day, so it's not too much, but it was bad enough. I mean, smoking is terrible no matter how little or how much you do it. I started smoking just because, you know, I was a dumb kid, made a bad choice, and I guess I enjoyed it. And that's why I found it hard to quit, because I was never truly against smoking. I didn't hate it. I still enjoyed it. You know, after I ate or when I had a beer, I really enjoyed smoking still. So I wasn't ready to quit. I guess later on I got to that point where I did not like smoking anymore. It burned my throat whenever I did it. Didn't like the taste anymore. Most of my friends had quit, so I guess I was kind of looking for a way out. And so one day I was at home watching TV, and a Views commercial came on. Views is a cig-alike, kind of like this. This is a vape here. This is kind of like our Views here in Canada. This gives you more the cessation. There's no nicotine in these. Let me open this up. As you can see, it looks exactly like a cigarette, a little bit heavier, a little bit longer, but it gives you the feeling of actually smoking without getting any of the nicotine and whatnot. This did not help at all. It's just a gimmick, I guess. I'm pretty sure these are made by big tobacco companies in order for people to fail and go back to buying cigarettes. So I do not recommend starting these. If you are looking to get into vaping, just blow right past these. Alright, so things like these, throw them out. That sparked my interest though. So I mean, I went on YouTube, searched vaping, came up with all these channels, you know, Grim Green Indoor Smokers, Vaping with Twisted 420, all those guys, and it really sparked my interest. Once you get all that good information and you see, wow, you know, there's something out here that people claim actually help and they're actually getting people away from smoking, I was very curious about it. So I went down to a local vape store, Digital Smoker. These guys are located here in Mississauga, down in the Port Credit area. So when I went in there, I had a whole bunch of questions. I didn't know anything about vaping. I didn't know anything about vaping products, what e-juice was. I didn't know anything. So I sat down with one of the people there, and she went over everything. She recommended where to start, you know, the milligrams of nicotine, a good starting product, and what she gave me was this. This here is the Kangertech E-mount. This is a pen style Eagle battery. Very simple. You see, that's how it comes. Very simple little pen style vapor here. Comes in the package. In the package you also get your charger cable, your wall plug, the instruction manual, and it also does come with coils, but I don't have those here. I think you get a 5-pack of coils in there already. Okay, now this is variable voltage. There's no wattage on here. 5 clicks to turn it on. You'll see that it blinks, and you can change the voltage just by clicking it 3 times. Red is the lowest, green is the middle, and white is the highest. Now these are 1.5 ohm coils in here, pretty small. You probably want to keep it on the middle one, just so you're not burning through your coils really quickly and whatnot. It's got an adjustable airflow. There are 5 holes, and you twist it, close them up, open them up. Now these pen styles are more of a mouth to lung, so you drag on it the way you would a cigarette. It's not for sub-ohming or, you know, straight lung hits. With the airflow open, you can get a lung hit, but it's still very restricted. As you can see, it's got a very small drip tip on it, which you can change out, but this one works just fine for what this is. It's got a 1.5 milliliter tank, so it's a pretty small amount of juice. Let me see how it works. So you can see it's a small amount of vapor. I've had this coil sitting in here for a while, so this isn't at its peak performance. These, I have to say, I wouldn't begin here. If you're really serious about quitting smoking and getting away from that nasty stuff, I don't recommend you starting here. I think I lasted with this for about a week and a half. The first week I still had a fresh pack of cigarettes, which I mixed while using this. So I would take a couple smokes to work with me and use this strictly when I was at home. I wouldn't have any more cigarettes. It helped in that sense, but once that pack of smokes was crushed, thrown in the garbage, I did get somewhat of an anxious feeling while I was using strictly this. It's got a, I believe, 1300 milliamp hour battery in here, which is pretty small. If I mean, I work 8.5 hours, so I needed a bigger battery. And this one, by the end of the day, it was dead. I wasn't getting anything from it, and I had those anxious feelings where I needed something more. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend. This might be okay for somebody who's like an occasional smoker, for somebody who just is a social smoker or isn't a real heavy full-time smoker. I think these are just fine for that. But if you're a full-time smoker, half a pack to a full pack a day, you're going to need something a lot stronger. Alright, so of course, once you get your first mod, you're going to need some e-juice. The Digital Smoker, while I was there, I sat down and tried maybe 20 different flavors. Now they have over 200 flavors. Now, for when you just start out, you're not going to want to get into the premium juices. You're not going to want to get into the $25 bottle juices. You want to start somewhere a little bit cheaper, a little bit more affordable. So I sat down and I tried a bunch from this line, Divine. This is made in Canada. It's a good starter juice. I left with an ultimate vanilla custard, pina colada, and coffee. The pina colada I didn't like at all. I barely used it. I think I filled up this tank once with it. It was too much. It has kind of a chemical taste to it. I didn't really like it at all. The vanilla custard wasn't bad. I realize now that I don't like custard flavors, especially when they're a straight vanilla custard. I didn't really like this one either. And the coffee was my favorite flavor. It's the one that I vaped in this mod regularly. And a little bit harder for this coil to use because it is a much thicker juice. It gunks up this coil a little bit faster, so I was burning through these coils. These coils should last you maybe 3 to 5 days if you're, an average user. So yeah, these juices I got four. They were buy two get one free, so 3 bottles of it cost me $40. And I forgot to mention the price. This cost me about $60. So when I left the store that first week, I spent about $100, and that was 3 bottles of juice and the mod. Now, if you go into a place like that, I really suggest that you sit down, take your time, and find flavors that you like. It might be a little bit different when you come from the taste of a cigarette, which is not good, and you get into these sweet flavors. You want something that can last all day, that you don't mind tasting in your mouth all day, for that matter. So I didn't make the right choice in the beginning, and that's why I lasted maybe with this for about a day and a half, until I looked for something else and started looking for different flavors, because I didn't make a smart choice. I mean, if you love grape, get a grape flavor. If you love watermelon, get a watermelon flavor. I didn't really have a preference. I knew I didn't want anything that was too sweet, like cotton candy or like a cotton cane, so I started with these kind of basic flavors. Alright guys, that wraps up my intro video. I hope I gave you a good glimpse into what got me into vaping and how I was able to quit smoking. As of tomorrow, I am 10 weeks smoke-free, completely done with it. No urges, no anxious feelings, no cravings, nothing. I'm 100% done with smoking. I plan to do more product reviews, anything that I come across, juice reviews, products, anything that I buy or get my hands on. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video some thumbs up, subscribe if you want, and feel free to ask any questions or comments, even if you want to tell me that I'm dumb or that I look like I drink turkey jizz. Go ahead and do it. It's not going to bother me. So thanks for watching. Vape on.